Namaste, beautiful brothers and sisters. Welcome to this live stream. So I'm just going to give everyone a little moment to jump on the call. Oh, I've got to just go turn this off. So let me just go in and change the settings so that this is actually, public. And just while we're waiting for everyone to jump on the call, I am going to share this in the Event is Happening group and a few other places. So please let me know, that you're here when you arrive. Share to group. The Event is Happening group. Post. Right. So welcome everyone to this live video. I've got me and Archie here. Did you say hello, Archie Bear? Say hello. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I just want to give everyone a little bit of an update. So I have just got back from Hemp Redemption Festival in Avalon Priory in Glastonbury. And it was an event that was organised by my good friends Rose Orion and Alexander Orion from Mobius Loop. And it was an amazing festival, one of the best festivals I've ever been to. It was so beautiful, so intimate, so sacred, so divine, such incredibly beautiful beings there. I met our soul sister, Lulila. And I met Kim, and I met loads of people from our community, actually, which I was really surprised about. You know, everyone was like coming up to me saying, "Oh, hi, Jen, I've been following you for this, that, and the other." And I was like, "Oh, wow." So I'm just back from there, and today is the Mayan Day Out of Time. And so this is all connected to the 13 moon calendar. So the 13 moon cycle comes up to 364 days, and then there's one day extra, and this is the extra day. So in the Mayan sort of like philosophy, they refer to this day as the day out of time. And it's a bit like a cosmic sort of reset point, if you like. It's a day when, well, it's very much connected to the sun's alignment with the star system of Sirius. And on this particular day, there's a very, very strong astrological alignment with our sun and the constellation of Sirius. And this is the gateway. Like, we're moving into the 8-8 Lions Gate. We're moving into this very, very, very intense solar activity, particularly in the Northern Hemisphere. And we know that the sun is a mirror of our soul. And so, like in Spanish, the sun is called Sol, isn't it? Because it's a mirror of our soul. And so we know that as the sun is reaching its highest peak, it's getting closer and closer to galactic central. And so that's when all the photonic light particles, the God particles, get spewed forth from galactic central. They get absorbed by our sun, and then our sun emits those codes to humanity. And those codes then interact with our DNA, and they sort of like awaken our DNA, expand our DNA, enliven our DNA, the whole entire works. So we are going to be using the powerful energy of today to activate a very, very powerful healing protocol. And I'm really sorry that I haven't really been available online. It's been so good for me to not be online for quite a long time, but I have sort of somewhat neglected my spiritual duties to kind of let people know about this ceremony. And also there was a bit of a mistake, because I thought the day out of time was the 26th, but actually the 26th is the beginning of the Mayan New Year. So it's very important that everyone in my community who's booked onto the ceremony tonight realizes that the ceremony is not tomorrow, it's today at 8 minutes past 8 p.m. So we're going to be working with and harnessing the energies of this particular powerful portal date that is the day out of time, and we're going to be using the potency of this day to end the war on children. Now this is going on, guys, and you've got to call a spade a spade. You can't just be sitting there. Like, we are working with the I Am presence, we are understanding the power of the I Am, and from that place we are navigating and directing the course of our subjective holographic reality. That is really, really what's going on. And within the collective holographic reality, there has been an agenda to really, really, really deeply harm our youth. And this is being played out through confusion around their gender and their gender identity. And a lot of this is connected to the old controllers' desire to hypersexualize children, because as we know, when children are abused, this causes their soul consciousness to kind of go into sort of like a detached mode, because it can't process the trauma. And so this creates a split in the psyche. And then if you are operating with a split in your psyche, it means you're very, 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 very easy to control. And that is the agenda. The agenda is to cause confusion with gender identity, and it's also to overly sexualize children so that it can be seen as normal when older men want to have a relationship with a little girl or a little boy, and in some weird, distorted, effed up paradigm, they want to normalize that. The old controllers, the reptilians, the fourth dimensional overlords that do not have any power, but it's just their last little remnants are just playing out right now. They're gone. But there are still minions that are sort of like playing out that agenda, and that is the teachers that are not standing up and saying, why are you trying to teach children about anal sex? Why are you trying to teach children about whatever? Like, why aren't the teachers standing up? You know, it's these little groomers are in place. These are the minions. These are not the architects of this agenda. They are the minions of the agenda. And so even though on a kind of like fundamental level, that grid has been dismantled, like we've dismantled that grid, but there's still like a hangover, if you like, an energetic hangover where the minions are still playing out and, you know, trying to cause confusion within the minds of God's most precious creation, which are our beautiful children. So we are being called to come together in ceremony to utilize the powers of the 25th of July, which is the day out of time, the Mayan day out of time. And we're being called to activate a disruption to the agenda, particularly with regards to the lower echelons of the pyramid, the minions that are playing out this agenda. There has to be an awakening. There has to be an atonement. There has to be an accountability from these stupid idiots, like, pardon my French, but those people that are purporting this agenda of like overly sexualizing children. Like, this is wrong. This is so deeply wrong. And something needs to happen on a spiritual level to prevent more vulnerable children getting pulled into this well, they're getting loosed basically and getting pulled into this confusion timeline. You know, like just this weekend, I've heard of two really close people to me who have daughters that have bound down their breasts. Beautiful girls, cutting all their hair, binding down their breasts. This has happened to two close people to me. This is like family friends and actually family relatives now. My son's sister is playing out this agenda now. And, you know, we've all had enough, guys. We've all had enough. So we're going to be working with very high level beings in the multiverse, particularly the angelic forces that have been assigned the divine responsibility to watch over the collective consciousness of the children. We're going to be working with the Elohim. This is the Elohim, guys. This is the role of the Elohim. And so we're going to be working with the Elohim, because the Elohim, they cannot intervene into humanity, because we're here to navigate our own way out of the quagmire. We as the ground crew have such a massively important role in terms of navigating the ship into healing and enlightenment and oneness. But once we step on that right path, we can petition the help of the higher celestial realms to come in and magnify our intentions, and that's how it works. But we have to show up on these portal dates, on our grid points, in order to activate the transformation. So we're going to be gathering to end the war on children. It's going to be a powerful online ceremony that is going to take place at 8 minutes past 8 p.m. UK time. and we're going to do it. So I haven't really had that much of a chance to promote it. I've been on a festival site with no reception all week. But I know that this is a very, very high level specific ceremony, and those souls that have made a soul contract to be there will be there. And I'm really, really praying that everyone in my community gets the memo that it's not tomorrow, it's actually today. So I'm going to be sending out this video to everyone on my subscription list. I really hope everyone reads this, watches this message, posting it onto YouTube, posting it into my WhatsApp groups, posting it onto Instagram. So I'm really, really setting the record straight. It was the wrong day, which was originally put out. It's actually today is the day out of time. So I'm going to post the link to book onto the ceremony. The more people that show up, the better it is for humanity, the better it is for the children, the better it is for the collective consciousness. You know, that the ground crew is anchored on our points to do this great work today. So I'm going to be sharing a lot more about the day out of time, the sort of like the magical codes about this particular day. I'm going to be sharing more of that in the transmission, and I can't wait to be in this beautiful group of constellation of souls that gather for this ceremony. So please share this video. This is very, very important. Like, you're sharing this for the children, you're sharing this to your community, so that people in your community know that there is this amazing ceremony taking place. Like, maybe they've got a daughter who's having gender confusion, maybe they have a son who's experiencing gender confusion. This is going to really, really help you. If you have a specific person in your life that is falling victim to this agenda, you are going to be really, really in the right place. So please share this video, because there are going to be people in your community that are really, really suffering and struggling with this, you know, with what's going on with their children and their grandchildren. So let's get this message out, beautiful brothers and sisters, and can't wait to be with you. I'm going to post the link to book onto the ceremony. It's going to take place on Zoom, and yeah, I can't wait to be with you all. So I haven't read any of the comments. I'm just, because actually it's much better to not read the comments, because I can just focus, because I get distracted with people coming and going and writing and this, that and the other. So I'm sorry I haven't really, you know, read any of your comments, but please say hello. If you're tuning into this in the replay, please let me know where you're coming from. Please let me know how this message is landing with you. Are you feeling the energies of what is being spoken about here? Like, we as the ground crew have shifted so many things, like so many nefarious plans. We've just gone straight in there on the etheric blueprint level, and we've just changed the script, and literally everything that we have intended has actualized and manifested. And that is because when you gather one or more in my name, miracles happen. And so we have to come together. This is the deep state greatest fear. Deep state's greatest fear is humanity coming together and sort of like activating the coherence vibrations. And we do that through coming together to protect the children, you know. So anyway, that's my message. Thank you all so much, whoever's been on this live call. I do plan to do more lives. I do plan to, you know, share more, but also, like, my track Roses has just been released on Spotify. I've got to like build up my Spotify profile now, and we're going to get to that 1 million mark. I'm seeing it so clearly, 1 million streams per month on Spotify. So please share my music, please share the link, please share the reels, and let's get this beautiful sacred music out into the collective, and let's start building up my Spotify profile, and really giving a space for like sacred musicians to be heard and honored and acknowledged. So I'm sure I've got 1,000 other announcements. Oh yeah, the Bali retreat. I'm going to check who's booked onto the Bali retreat. I'm going to confirm all the bookings, and I'm going to be sending out the invitation to my wider community. Most likely that will be tomorrow. Super excited about the Bali retreat, literally buzzing about that. So yeah, can't wait to see who's booked on. So Samesh has been dealing with all the bookings through the ClickFunnels link. So anyway, that's my message, guys. Love you all. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Archie Bear. I think someone might be at my door. Oh, hold on. Anyway, guys, that's my message. I think I've got someone at the door. I better go. So thank you for sharing this message, and I'll see you all at 8 minutes past 8 p.m. UK time. God bless us all. I love you. Namaste.